I want 3.5 mil off the bars. 3 mil. 3.5 is a bit crazy.
Hey, what are those?
I heard it was 3 inches.
You go 720, I go 610, baby.
Thanks to Wes for this rip and trail. We had a great time.
Welcome to season 4, Jank Files. What's going on? We're in Inners today. We're doing some uplifts with Adrenaline Uplift, and we're with the Fox Crew doing some testing.
Enduro guys, it's a little bit tricky to set them up because you're riding so many different types of terrain, and you're not only balancing the track at the moment, but you're balancing fatigue over the day because some of these days are massive.
I recently just got some of the new dampers that they built for us, and today I'm trying to set those up with Jordy and the team, and then also comparing to what I've been running all winter because I feel like I got it to a really good place on those. So
Go Remy!
I'm really just like looking for the balance more than anything, and I went back to an air shock just so I could really refine like the front rear balance. You know, I'm not confined by like 50-pound increments of the coil spring.
You can say, oh, I like to ride this way, or I like to ride my suspension like this, but it's not really something that's true. It's like you might have gotten used to it, but it's not gonna carry you through to the top of the sport. Like the difference between Jesse and Remy and ALN, if you really wrote down all the numbers and checked everything, the differences aren't that great. The difference is really in the bike and cockpit stuff.
I think that's pretty much the goal. Like feel comfortable on some of the tracks that are similar to what we're gonna race. And yeah, I took my time today. I went with my process. I did my fork first and then I did my shock. And I'm super confident in the settings that I set, and then I just wanna ride into them and learn how to work with them kinda, instead of like trying to fiddle all week and potentially all year. So yeah, hopefully I just found the comfortable setup and set and forget.
now I have to say things that are cool. I feel like it's gonna be really fun actually. It's like pretty fast and there's very low levels of jank. No one wants to slap stump. You want to slap, but not stumps. Just go in, and then you get out of the way of Matt, then you get out of the way of the tree, and then you just go straight. Oh, a bit sketchy on the run out.
That's pretty committing to pre-hop.
I want to go.
Pretty primo in most spot. Stage 1 was fun, so great to just set the beat. Stage 2, a bit trickier, and some spots are still like really wet, so the rocks are quite slippery, so it really keeps you honest, but it's really good in some spots. So yeah, I had loads of fun. So
More than last year?
yeah.
Well, why going with speed?
I'm going to clear.
Oh yeah.
Smooth and shiny, what are we talking about?
Don't make me laugh.
Good sensations on the first run of the year. Nailed my process and my warm up, and it was a beautiful day, so it was like felt nice to just be pedaling up there. But yeah, you come out into the open and it goes super bright and you can see, and then you go back into the woods and you're like blind for a minute, kind of guessing where you need to go, hoping that you know the line. So yeah, top 10 within reach.
We just run stock out-of-the-box practice wheels for practice and training. And then our race wheels, Matt and I hand build those with a slightly different spoke tension for a little more compliant, comfortable ride. New for this year, running ceramic speed products. So hub bearings, bottom bracket bearings, and various lubes and greases. And it just means the construction and tolerance of the bearing itself is incredible, so your rolling speed is increased, therefore go faster, get on more podiums.
This year at Jang Falls, we're doing a new segment. It's going to be called the process segment, and it focuses on all the variables that go into racing. I think it's pretty cool to see what comes before the racing and before the results. And so for me this year, I'm like relearning a lesson as old as time. It's to be focused on the small task at hand, or what you could call the process. That's what it takes to build a performance. I think as much as I have experience and I've been around the circuit for a while, I was totally lost in that matter. I was completely consumed by performance. Changed a little bit my training this winter. I did stuff that was easy for me to pinpoint and to look back on, and created a progression that was like super steady, small steps, and that's in every aspect of my training, technical, physical. The past 2 years, I didn't care about training anymore because I was like, it doesn't make a like I quit believing in the process, kind of.
Bit of a bummer. Someone went down on the first one and red flagged it, and then kind of still waiting quite a while, and I was like, that's not good. Unfortunately, it's Casper, hope he's all right, and so they decided kind of just cancel it because the time was getting too on. It was like 40 minutes already. Yeah. Thanks to the crowd, just rode like an absolute madman after that, so pretty stoked, like, crack on, I guess.
I felt like I could let the bike run in all the stages, and felt like I was flowing and not making too many mistakes. I braced for impact. I was like ready. There was one moment where I was ready to hit a tree and I skimmed the tree and I was like, wow, I didn't hit it, that's crazy. And I didn't look at results or anything. I was just like, want to ride, and I've been feeling really good on the bike. Like, I think the speed is there, and if I just like continue to trust and let the bike go when the race starts, we can improve for the next one.
There's a big gap to first, like I was 4.5 to Richie in front and then 10 behind me. I was like, okay, like really can't mess this up, like just ride well. And then I got into it and I was like, conditions are pretty sick, so like I pushed for sure. I don't know, I felt good, the bike felt amazing, the whole team setup was sick. Like it's second again, which is like same interview as last year, man. This is like my 4th one in a row. I have a lot of people that help me in a lot of different areas, and it's really helped bring me as like a fully complete rider, and I feel like I can approach these races a little bit more calmly because I'm like, okay, I've done a lot, I've checked a lot of boxes off, I can just ride my bike and my bike feels amazing. So
I got 5th. I didn't know how I was doing kind of all day. I felt good, I was having fun, so I knew it was hopefully good, but like still was wondering because it's the first race, so you don't know, you have no idea. Yeah, I think it's like a solid start, especially considering coming back from last year. Like, it was so hard for me to race here last year. So there was just a lot, I think, that like could have made me crack, and I didn't crack at all. Bye, Auntie! No, there's room to like just polish, a little bit more confidence, still just as much fun, and yeah.
I don't wanna say goodbye to you.